live unboxing of NECROMOLDS. It's finally here. I've been waiting for this for a good long while. It showed up today. It was supposed to show up tomorrow, and it showed up a day early today. We're gonna wait a few minutes until people start piling in, but yeah, it got here today. Super excited for it. Remember a while back, I reviewed some prototypes when I first saw the project. I think on Facebook is where I first saw ads for NECROMOLDS as a coming soon, coming to Kickstarter, and Instagram. I saw some stuff there, and I went and I messaged Clint and said, "Hey, this is really cool. I would like to help you promote it. I really want to see this succeed. It looks fun. It looks like something I would love to check out." And basically said, "How can I help you promote this thing?" And he said, "Let me send you some play testing kits, or one of the play testing kits." So I got some early 3D printed NECROMOLDS. And what you see here, these little guys are some characters I molded from the old playtesting kits and let dry. These are solid dry clay from the tubs of clay that I got when I first got these things. The test shots and play tested them. You can see all those videos in my PL Plays playlist. It's one of the first things I added. I also have a whole NECROMOLDS playlist that this will probably go in at some point as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool and a lot of fun. So anyway, now that's out of the way, we'll move these little guys off and we'll show it. Like I said, these are solid, molded, dried versions from the test shots. And now let's crack open this package and see all the cool stuff within. All right. So, well, nobody's watching. Should I wait? I feel like I should wait. Oh, there we go. There's a couple people watching now. I'm watching the little timer up there. Like, I'd like people to actually be present and see this while I do it, if I'm going to go through the problem of doing it live. Otherwise, I would have opened it earlier. Anyway, now we're here. Let's crack open the box. Showed up today. Super excited. It's been a few years in the making. We got a lot of cool stuff in here. So, and I've kept this sealed. This has been sitting in here on my kitchen table for, geez, I got home at 7-ish, and it's now 10 o'clock. So I've been staring at this box for 3 hours. I haven't even cracked it open to peek inside. I've seen some other people do some unboxings, but this is my first. Also, I'll try to keep up on the comments. Like, they're on the screen on my phone, and I have to come around the phone to open it. So if I miss one of your comments, I apologize. I will do my best to answer. But anyway, we're opening up the box, packing peanuts. Thankfully, these are the cornstarch kind. So if my dog does end up getting a mouthful of one of them, she'll be okay, because these just dissolve. Let me get a bag for those, just so they don't go all over the kitchen. All right, got some bags right over there. Hello to the 2 people watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And away we go. So let's get all these packing peanuts. Oh, I already see the special caster ring sets there, green and glowy over there in the corner. I'm going to have some blind ring packs, and I hope I get at least one glow-in-the-dark ring. Because the thing is, like, the inserts, I think, can pop out. So if I don't get the glow-in-the-dark creature that I want, I can pop out an insert from one of the glitter ones or one of the main NECROMOLDS and mix and match my own Frankenstein glow-in-the-dark ring. But we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and get these. Those are important. I just want to make sure I get as many of these packing peanuts up out of the way so we don't make a mess here in the kitchen. All right, that's done. So in the box, right up here on the top, here is one of the blind pack rings. There's some stickers, and you get one random creature ring, caster ring, in either the standard gray, basalt gray, or glow-in-the-dark. Like I said, I hope I get at least one glow-in-the-dark in these packs today. We've got our 3 Deluxe distance tools that were part of the Kickstarter. I think you can still order them separately, but Deluxe glittery distance tools that you can use to poke out things, cut things, and measure your attacks. There's a short distance, a medium distance, and a far distance, or I think it's close, medium, and far, depending on which edge you use. We have the NECROMOLDS 10K champion sticker, very cool foil sticker. This was, there were some shipping expenses that came up unexpectedly, and I helped chip in to help defray those. So that's the little sticker that came for that. Oh, I can already see them. I can see my favorite pack already. And then these are the 2 glitter ring sets. Now in here are all of the various creature rings in a cool Kickstarter exclusive green glitter. So we'll look at those shortly, but all of the different caster rings with all the different monsters you can smush are in these ring sets. So I have all the monsters in some way, shape, or form. Here are the sets of actual molded dice. If you remember when I was doing some of the demos, it was just some dice with some stickers on them. These are actually fully molded attack dice, battle dice. Here is the glow-in-the-dark NECROMOLDS pin. It's kind of hard to see through the sticker, but it's a little NECROMOLDS face there. That'll go on my work bag because I collect pins from my work bag. And there is another pin. Oh, I got 2 collector's mold pins. Won't complain. I like pins, so I'll share one of those, give one of those away. All right, the monster packs. I see them. So, they're kind of tucked around here. Here is Monster Pack 1, Lithydra and Vegetoad. Nice. The packaging is fantastic. I see what you mean. Clint was talking about these. These are going to look great on a shelf and really pop on a store. These are really nice. They're hefty too because of the spell clay that's in them. So there's Monster Pack 1. I'll move this off to the side. And in that you get a mystery caster ring, the 2 spell books, and the spell clay you need to mold them in a cool little container. Here is Monster Pack 2 with Mongaragon and Batadactyl. Mongaragon was one of my favorite monsters from the test shots I got to check out, because Mongaragon, here's the dry one I made, is a little dwarf riding like a treasure golem. Like the big monster is made out of just treasure, and up here on top is this tiny little dwarf, and he has an ability that if he gets beat up too much, the treasure golem disappears, but you can mold the little king dwarf to continue on. He's a little weaker, but he pops off the main construct, which is cool. Monster Pack number 3, Fungix and Petropod. Haven't messed with these yet. These were not finalized when I had the test shot, so I didn't really get a chance to check them out. So I'm looking forward to seeing those. And again, Mystery Caster Ring and the clay. We're going to open all these up, don't worry. And then finally, the last one, Ankropora and Sigarath. And I kind of helped name both of them, but because that's similar to what I had suggested for this one. I think Anchorite was what I just, this one. But Sigarath, straight up, is a name that I looked up, and I thought that would be a cool name for that monster, and it ended up being named on the package, so I'm super excited about that. Also, he looks like Sugar Man. He just looks like a fun little character because he has the ability to flip and change his stats based on which way he's flipped, which is cool. And then, underneath all of that, is the last thing in the package, the special edition battle box itself with the foil sleeve, and it just looks cool. Throw this off to the side, and now we get to the fun part. We get to start opening all this stuff up and playing with it. So first off, let's open this mystery caster ring pack and see if we got anything cool in this first one. Looks like we got a standard basalt gray ring, and it is, ooh, I'm not sure what monster that is. It looks creepy though. Like I said, there's some of these, I'm not even sure. I know there was like a bat and a crab and some things like that. I'm not even sure what all these monsters are. But there's your standard caster ring. And Clint has already put it's small to fit on a finger. You can probably get it on my pinky. But as opposed to the tutorial. And again, you've watched me for action figures and stuff. You just heat it up in some boiling water, and then you can, if you get a ring sizer, you can do that. But you can expand that ring to fit on your main finger if you want. And then inside is also a little sticker sheet. And I believe the sticker sheet is the same in all of the mystery caster packs. But you get a little sheet of NECROMOLD stickers, which is kind of cool. All right. Battle box first, and then we'll go to all the individual monster packs. So in the battle box, let's go ahead and very carefully cut through this plastic here. I thought this would. Oh well. 10 o'clock is not the best time to do this, I guess. But thank you for the couple of you who are hanging around. All right, so there, take that off. There's the with the sleeve, and then you can slide that sleeve off, and that's the foil. I'll show you the front and back of it, and the sides. Am I back again? Am I live? All right, I think we're going again. Sorry, having some internet issues, so hopefully we're going again. So the battle box. Let's go ahead and bring this down and open up the battle box and see all the stuff inside. This is gonna be my first time. Okay, there we got all the dice, the regular battle set of dice, the range dice, attack dice, all spell dice and attack dice, all right there in a little bag. I'll play with those later. This is the first time I've touched the actual production versions of these things, and I can already tell, like the 3D printed ones were cool, but I can already tell these look really slick. So here is the 2 containers of spell clay included with some nice little printing on the container. We got green and purple right off the bat. We've got the Skeleworm caster ring, and the spider got a web, spider and a web caster ring. So even these are, unless this is a different one, even these are slightly upgraded from what I remember playing with. We've got some little standees for the blocking terrain, little cardboard cutouts that can go on the battlefield. We've got our gems. Those can help you with your attack rolls. And then here we go, the mud mumps. Oh man, it's weird because like I said, I remember the feel of these 3D printed ones, and this is just this final version, and just the detail. Like these were already pretty. See, where's a mud mump? You can kind of see. You see, he's smaller because this is dried out clay, so he shrunk. But these were already fairly detailed little miniatures, and I can already see just more little ridges and things in this smooth plastic. This is like, I don't worry about that breaking, like the 3D printed ones had a tendency. The hinges were a little weak, but you know, the nice officially applied label. This is really nice. So we got the mud mumps, we got grave ghoul. Don't worry, we're gonna mold some monsters here in a few minutes. And then Insectomite with all his powers. Now the rules have changed since I did the previews, so I'm not. There's a few changes I'm gonna have to get used to and readjust to, but we'll do that. And then under here we've got a little plastic sheet here, and then we've got the battle board, which we've seen before. It lost the spot gloss, but that's okay because it's still got a coating that'll keep the clay from ruining it. Now you can play with a lot of different things, but having a mat to play on will help. We've got our spell cards for each of the monsters. These are in case, because you use the spell books to assign your attacks, and this gives you 2 extra of all the different commands you can give your monsters. So if you have several friends playing, you don't have to keep passing the spell book around. Everybody can have their own little stat card for their monsters. And these are nice, thick, you can see thick cardboard. Very nicely done. And then the instruction manual itself here. And here is the terrain, as well as some cardboard versions of the distance tools to use as well. But we've got some cool decorated terrain here that you can put on the board. We're gonna do, again, I'm gonna do a whole, once I get used to the new rules and figure it all out, we're gonna do a whole playthrough review of the final game on PL Plays soon. So we'll get to that. And one of the things I like about this is, like, one, there's various levels of rule set that help, so you can get in at any age level. I mean, just little kids are gonna have fun just making the monsters out of clay and smushing them right off the bat. And if you want to get them into the game itself, there's a lot of different things you can do. You can expand and how this is down here. How you want to do it, because like I said, instead of a point system, your point system is basically everybody has the same amount of clay, and that's how you have fair armies. So and the monsters are rated based on how much clay they use. But say you want a quick skirmish, everybody gets half the amount of clay. You want to have a big battle across a giant table, everybody gets twice the amount of clay. So like, just the amount of clay is really, as long as everybody has the same amount, that's your point system. Although each monster is rated with a point system, which I'm not entirely sure how it translates. I don't know if that's just how many grams of clay, because everybody has 3 ounces of clay. But either way, you could even just make a 30-point system and fight with some small monsters. There's lots of different ways you can change up the rules for your own play style and what kind of fight you want to have. So there's the battle box, and there's room here. Again, you can store a few caster rings. All your dice and gems can go in these slots, and these slots right here, as well as these, should be able to hold all of the currently available spell books. So as we open this stuff up, let's go ahead and put these up here, and then we'll put all our dice. Go ahead and open all these dice, and then again, nice molded D8s for the attack dice, and then the molded D6s here. They got a nice feel to them. We'll put all our dice in here, and then our 2 extra sets of dice in there. Extra set of dice. So all the dice can fit right in there. So I've got 3 sets of dice. So up to 3 people can play comfortably, and the dice are easy enough to pass around if you want to have like 4. And then gems. We'll put our gems. Actually, you know what? The gems we'll just leave in the bag right up there. Maybe we'll put some, I don't know. We'll figure out a use for that baggie as well. All right. So now, put that dice in there. Let's go ahead and start opening the monster packs. Oh yeah, I guess there's room. These can probably fit underneath there. So where are we? We're saving MP4 for last. So MP01. It looks like we can let's open them from the bottom. It looks like it's gonna be a little easier to do it that way. So inside each box is, there you go, there's the set of battle cards for the included monsters, just like with the battle box. And a plastic tray here, and in each box you get just lift that up. You've got, there's the Veggie-Toad spell book, just like that. Different teal color of clay, and then on this tray itself, the Lithydra spell book, and then another caster ring pack. So let's go ahead and open that up. Put this box back up in here. And let's see what caster ring we got here in Monster Box 1. Ooh, we got Scorpion. It's a Scorpion caster ring. Cool. Put him off to the side, and again, that same sheet of stickers. So we're gonna have a lot of NECROMOLDS stickers. We'll find those places to stick them. But then, like I said, you can take the, I like how they have the little character art on the spine as well. And these little boxes can go right in there in the slots in the battle box. Monster Pack 02. We're gonna see the same kind of thing here. We're gonna have our sets of battle cards for the included monsters. The Garagon spell book with the large form and the small form. A pack of red clay. So now we've got purple, green, teal, and red for our armies. I also bought all of these. I got some 1 pound, like a pack of 6 1-pound tubs of modeling clay for off of Amazon when I was doing the play testing. And any kind of soft modeling clay, brand name modeling clay will work for these, but they did include their own spell clay with each pack. So when those start to dry out, you can use any store-bought clay. Then we got Batadactyl here. And again, those can go right in here, so you can carry your battle box around. We've got another mystery ring pack. So let's not keep us in suspense. what did we get here in this battle pack? Ooh, we got a glow in the dark. Cool. We got a glow in the dark. A pile of skulls. I can't tell what that is. We'll have to mash something with this to figure out what this monster is. Don't worry. We're going to mash it. We're going to mash some stuff. And then again, sticker sheet. Yeah, so, but the thing is, like, you can, there's a hole under here. I think you can, I'm not going to try too hard, but you can pop the insert out. So if I wanted to have a different monster in there, I could pull any of my favorite monsters out of, the, say, the glitter one, pop it in there, and then have a glow-in-the-dark version of any ring of any monster I have. But let's get this back in here and lock it back in. Like I said, we'll smush something to see what that one is, because with the translucent of the glow-in-the-dark, I can't really tell what that's supposed to be yet. That was Monster Pack 2. Monster Pack 3, same deal. We got our monster cards, Fungix and Petropod. Again, not creatures I've had a chance to mess with yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing how these play once we get into that. And then we've got, of course, the only drawback here, the orange clay does not come with the favorite Monster Pack 4, but that's okay. Orange clay in the set. So now we've got all these different colors of clay over here, which is nice. And then we've got the Petropod and Fungix spellbooks with their stats and spells. And just inside there, don't worry, we're going to mold some monsters. We'll get there. And then, again, they can go right in there. Another mystery pack here. So let's see, what ring did we get this time? It's a standard basalt. And it is, some sort of like imp demon thing, it looks like. Let me mash one of those and see what we get. And again, the sticker sheet. And now it is time, even though I've stacked clay on top of it, I must move it all now. For Necropora and Sigarath, the most anticipated of monsters. Again, haven't got to play with them, but I love the way Sigarath works in theory. We've got our monster cards. There's Sigarath. And there is Necropora. I love the design of both of these characters. They're both pretty cool looking. All right, right off the bat, here is the Necropora spellbook. He's got creepy tentacles in his power. Kind of a sea monster-y looking dude. And then Sigarath, everybody's favorite. The flippy boy. He's an abomination. Because of course. And you can see his top and bottom is each a different stand based on how you have him flipped. We're going to definitely mold one of him. And he comes with this kind of pinkish teal clay. So here are the 6 colors of spell clay that you get initially if you get all of the monster packs. And like I said, green and purple comes in there, but if you're going out to play a game with some friends and you want some different colors, you can swap out any couple canisters of clay there. And that's pretty cool. Last mystery pack for rings. And it is another glow-in-the-dark one. And it is an evil fish of some sort, it looks like. Don't worry, we'll mush both of them. All right, so there is everything open. Let me take care of all this trash here. And we will flip out the game board. We'll mold some of these new monsters. And we'll give them a little mush. How about that? Does that sound fun? I think it sounds fun. I've been waiting to do this for, over a year now. Well over a year now, because it was before I went out and I took this out and played with people in gaming shops when I had the test shots. So that'll tell you. It was pre-COVID craziness. And stickers are coming just stay on there, stickers. Get this tech back away. Now, I'm not going to try to read the rules and do a deep dive on the gameplay here on this stream. We will get to it. I promise you we will get to it. But that's not going to happen tonight. Tonight we're just going to open up the board, open up some of the spell clay, mix us up some monsters, and give some of them monsters a good old mushing. But yeah, and then you can see these last two spell books. They're right in there. And so you can carry all of your spell books, a couple of things of clay, all your dice, all the accessories, a few caster rings, everything you need to, because really, like, I have a lot of caster rings. I have the full set of all the different inserts here in these glitter caster rings, but you only need one unique caster ring per player. So if you're just looking for a 2-player game, 2 things of clay, you got room for a couple caster rings, all your spell books, the mat, everything fits in the battle box, which is cool. So, let's see. We're definitely going to do a cigarette, so let's get him out. Cigarette and Anthropora. Let's do the 4 monsters I haven't already done. And I'm on Garagon for good measure. Oh, and Mud Mumps. We've got to do the Mud Mumps. Okay, we're going to end up doing way too many monsters tonight. But come on, that's the whole fun of it. All right, let's see what we got. That we'll mess that spider up. We'll mush. That spider's a little different. I think the skeleton. We'll try all the different rings we got, and just see how these monsters mush. Because I'm curious to see what all of the different monsters are. We'll do. So we'll use orange and teal for our monsters tonight. I mean orange because obviously, why would I choose anything different? All right, so let's get the board out. So we've got a safe place to mush these. All right. Put that down here. Flip this out. Oh, there we go, right there. The Battle of Twins Vale depicted on the battle board. I think this is a 16 by 16 battle board, but again, you're moving these distances. You could easily convert these distances to an inch measurement and play your own games with your own custom distances for what constitutes a close, medium, and far distance, and play on a much bigger battlefield than 16 by 16. You can get a lot more people in. As long as everybody has the same amount of clay, you're good to go. So, let's do teal. Nope, gotta do orange. We gotta do an orange cigarette right off the bat. So let's get the orange clay out of here. Mold it up, make it soft. All right. So about that much. And again, over on the NECROMOLDS, I know he posted them on Facebook and I think on Twitter and Instagram, but Clint's been doing some how to mold proper monsters, some how-to videos, so check those out. But here's cigarette. We'll go ahead and we'll just kind of push that in a little bit. You don't want to push it in too far. Let the book do the work for you. But then, okay, I'd use too much clay. But mush the book closed. Give it a good squeeze all the way down. To mold your monster, crack it open. Peel off the excess. All right, from around the monster. Get it out of the groove there. And there, kind of, well, made clay too soft. Kind of get him out of there. There's Cigareth, top and bottom. See, he both. Let's see if we can't zoom in a little. Can we focus a little closer? Camera does not want to autofocus, unfortunately, while I'm doing this. But there he is one way, and you flip him over, and he's got different stats that way. He's on the battlefield. And now we have our. Let's use the glow-in-the-dark ring. So, not sure what this one's going to be, but then he gets defeated, and we mush him. Now he's smooshed. And he got smooshed into. Oh, it's a treasure hoard. It's a little. There's a little chalice and some treasure around it. That's what that one was. I do remember seeing that one. So that's a treasure hoard. Now let's get the clay out of this little groove here. do another. Let's just mold this back up and make another one. Let's see what our other smooshy thing was. So let's. This one, since I know that's how much it was clay was him, so I'll try to. So it's probably not going to mold perfectly. So let's make a fold all that up. See if we can't mush this into the thing, because I know that was enough to make a cigarette. All right, we'll pop him out. Come on, come on, dude. Right. So he's not perfect. He's got some glips, but let's use our other ring. No, that's the one we just did. Yeah, this is the demon fish or something. We'll see what he mushes into. Yep, it's a some form of monster fishy thing. Can't really tell. Oh, my Digimon are beeping at me. You can wait. I know it's just because you pooped. I'll clean it up in a minute, Digimon. It's probably Gabumon X. Or not, Rhinomon X. I don't know. He usually goes first, but Tobu Catmon's going to poop here in a second. Again, you'll hear another little beep, unless I missed the first one. All right, so now let's get some teal out. Yeah, there's the other one. And let's mold a teal Necropora here. And boy, there's like 26 mushers, so we're gonna just be remolding and mushing a lot of dudes tonight. Get this pliable. Pull out a little ball of clay. The more you mess with these, I found even with the initial tester models, the more you play with this, the more you'll get a feel for exactly how much clay you need per monster. Like mud mumps don't take as much, but there's 2 of them in a thing. But you get an idea of how much each mud mump takes. Sorry, I can't talk tonight. Oh, come on. I don't want. I try to avoid getting clay up into that latch because that can be a real mess trying to get it up out of there. But smush up an Necropora here. There he is. Look at him. Creepy with the tentacles. Ooh. Pop him out. Get all his little flash off. Although if you can't, again, the player's tool has an ability to do that. But see, there's his back. He's got his little shell body because he's a sea monster. Why? Not Sigmund, though. Anyway. So, let's see. This is well, I've seen the skeleton head, but we'll go ahead and mush the skeleton head, see what the new skeleton head looks like. And there, see, he's a skeleworm. Creepy. Let's do a couple mud mumps. Mud mumps are fun. And you can see they're smaller little dudes. They don't take as much clay. Oh, probably a little bit more than one Necropora. Right, so we'll do that. Kind of mush them together there. Smush him flat. And there, okay, he didn't quite fill all of his thing, but again, because we're working on just smushing him right now. But look at that detailed braid there on the back. Or actually, it's the front. I can't remember. Maybe it's his beard. This little guy with a sword. And then, let's see, we used skeleton. So let's do this little imp one and scorpion one and this weird spider one. These are the 3 we've done. So, smush him and he becomes, yep, little winged imp monster with a belly button because of where the hole is in there's little holes to let clay through, to let air through in the rings. Let's mush this guy with this weird spider thing that I haven't seen before. Come on. Well, he has to actually come out of the mold. Oh yeah, it's like a screaming plankton spidery thing. And here, actually, you know, that's it. From this point, let's just mush these things and see what we get. There's the scorpion. See what a scorpion looks like. We totally forgot. I can just mush some of these balls. And sorry that nobody wants to watch this, because I'm having fun. Anyway, I'm gonna have fun until I'm done. Spider with a web. Let's see what spider with a web looks like. Oh, yep, spider with actual little web around them. That's kind of cool. All right, here's all the caster rings. So let's see what we got. We got something creepy. Oh, yep. Evil hand. That's kind of cool. And then we got... Ooh, here's the crab. Here's the crab. Creepy crab. Creepy crab monster ring. That one's probably going to be one of my go-tos. So what did we get? Oh, yeah, fish. We'll put crab in one of the glow-in-the-dark ones. We got some sort of bird thing. Yep, or an owl. Yeah, creepy owl. That one with you. And what is this one? Oh, it's like a dinosaur skull. That's cool. Little fossil. Human skull. This looks like some other sort of bug. Oh, it's a seahorse. Magical seahorse. So not a bug. Oh, here's the, we already saw this one. This is the little imp dude. This is the screamy spider thing or screamy bug thing, or maybe, not sure how it's supposed to go. And what's this? Oh, yep, like a evil skeleton hummingbird looking thing. Yeah, skeletal bird. Ooh, a suckerfish. Like a lamprey or something. That's cool. Oh, maybe that's what that other one is. Nope, that's a different mold. Huh, okay, so we got lamprey, suckerfish, and... Oh, there we go. It's some sort of... Yeah, there we go. That's how it looks. There's the fish in his mouth and his eyes. It's like a shark or some sort of like anglerfish or something. Oh, here he is again. Yeah. So, just an angry fish with fangs. Now the original caster set. Oh, here's the beetle. I like the beetle. See, beetle. He's been changed from his original mold. Here is Snail, angry snail. Oh, he's cool. I like him. Look at that snail. It's a frog. Yep, there's the frog. Evil frog. Everything is evil. Let's see, what's this? That's the treasure hoard again. That's the three-eyed gurgly lurb. He has a name. I actually do remember them describing this one. But it's a cluster of 3 eyes. Here's a bat. Well, even bat changed from his original mold. Little bat. Whoop. Looks like probably a lizard. Frilled lizard. This was also one of my original favorite ones, a lobster. He didn't mold very well. Let's make a better lobster. There we go. Yeah, see a little lobster dude. He's cool. Here's Scorpion again. Scorpion. And last but not least, here is... it looks like, it's a snake. It looks like coiled snake. And those are all of the different caster rings you can get in, these are the special Kickstarter exclusive glitter versions. So, yeah, that comes with all of them. But you could get them in your mystery packs. You could get any of those designs in either the standard basalt gray or a glow-in-the-dark version from the mystery packs. And like I said, I really like that crab. Let's find that crab again. Here he is. Is that him? That's him. We can find out. Yep, that's crab. So if I want to, like I said, I can take, for my personal caster ring, I can pop out these inserts. There's a little hole in the bottom. Pop out the crab from there, and the treasure hoard from there. There is a little notch in the in this thing that matches up with the notch inside the ring. So if you do this, make sure you line that up. But now I can have a cool glowy crab in the glow-in-the-dark ring, and that can be my special caster ring. Now Clint has made one. I think he made one out of metal. You print and made one for adult sizes because again, they do just kind of fit on your finger without resizing. You can easily resize these things. But yeah, see now I can have my crab in a glow-in-the-dark case. So yeah, still have a few creatures to mold, so we'll do that in just a second. There we go. Pop these back out, swap them back into place for now. But that's an option. Here we go. Where is your notch? There it is. The notch is right behind one of the skulls, just so you know. Now let's check out some of these other monsters, because we haven't done that yet. So let's use some of the burgundy-ish clay. And let's make a Mongaragon, because I really like Mongaragon. Who is right here. No, that's Fungix. So Mongaragon, like I said, he's got his larger form and his small dwarven king form. Let's go ahead and smush that in. And then we'll do both of them at the same time. And there's a little king person. Smush it. Smush it good. Bum, 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 bum. Up, yeah. And again, these do come off. They're just posted on. So you can see those little holes let some clay go through. So if you want to clean those out, you can pop that off, clean those out, and then they peg right back into the book. But letting that air go through those holes allows them to mold more completely. And you can see here, I can already see the detail improved on this one versus the original 3D printed one. But yeah, so there's Mongaragon, which is the dwarf up here sitting on this treasure golem, and then when he gets damaged too much, he can, if you use the right spell at the right time, he can turn only once. Once he's smushed, he's done. But if he gets smushed, you can mold him into this little king, and he can still wreak a little bit of havoc on his own. Now, a couple of monsters that I haven't had a chance to play with yet, just to see what they look like. Here's a Petropod, which looks like some sort of weird plant-based dude. Again, wish that up, pull him out. He's kind of a cool organic monster thing with some swirls and a little skull and little skulls and swibblies, little spikes on his back. And again, with the Deluxe tool, let me get this out. Just again for young kids, because young kids are gonna like doing what I just did, and just making monsters and smushing them. Where did that teal come from? Oh no. But with the tool, again, it can be a measuring tool. It's got like a little saw in case you want to saw up your creatures. But this little thing right here, if you want to poke out some of the details, like in between the legs and stuff, you can do that. And then it's got a little kind of safety blade, a sharpish edge, it's an angled edge, to scrape off some of the mold flash if you want to do that. But there's Petropod, and I guess we should smush him. I guess we should, if we're going to be done with the creature, we should give them the dignity of a proper smooshing. Let's see, what do we want to smoosh him as? We already did the crab a few times. We've already done the imp a few times. Let's give him skeleton bird. Smoosh him up. And now he's just a skeletal bird floating on the battlefield. So that's Petropod. And let's try Fungix one more time. Not one more time, I haven't done Fungix yet. He looks creepy. Fungix originally looked different from what I recall in the before he was finalized phase. He looked more like a Reaper. Here he looks like some sort of creepy monster. And yeah, see, now he's like a weird... Laura, he's got a big mouth in the front. Creepy plant nature horror. And again, and he kind of looks like a skull too if you look at him like that. But again, with a tool, if we wanted, we could poke out these thinner areas. They're supposed to be. I guess those can stay because they're more supportive than anything else. But it's supposed to look like that with. That's kind of cool too. But as all NECROMOLDS must, it's time for the mushing. We're going to mush you into the scorpion. There you go. Now he's dead and a scorpion. So yeah, that is an overview of what came in the box. We will get to, like I said, I'll mess with the new rules and we'll do a gameplay review soon. But thanks for watching, those of you who hung around. Yeah, looking forward to finally being able to play some NECROMOLDS. I've been waiting for this for a while. And thank you, Clint, for letting me check it out when it was in its infancy and helping promote it. I'm super glad it was successful. They will be, if you missed out on the Kickstarter, I know at necromolds.com there'll be links to where you can buy it. I think he's planning on having some available for sale from this first batch and taking it to conventions and such, so keep an eye out for it. And again, probably going to be on store shelves at some point. I know some retailers backed it. I think these are going to pop on the shelf. It's really, the packaging all around is great. The game itself is super fun, even at its basic level. And it has the ability for you to make it as complex or as simple as you want, depending on who you're playing with. So looking forward to checking it out with both my family and with my friends. It's definitely going to be one of the games that comes with me to our regular game nights. So, yeah. NECROMOLDS, it's here, finally. I'm super stoked. And I'm a little calm, it's late. My family's asleep, but I wanted to open it up on camera and show it off, get my first impressions, and my first impressions are it's every bit what I was hoping it would be when I first saw it. So anyway, there's NECROMOLDS. Thanks for watching, and hope you guys are being safe and being happy, and it's Thursday night, so I hope your Friday goes well, and I hope you have a great weekend. And we'll be back. If you saw me on Twitter, we got all kinds of stuff in the mail today. We got a huge box of loot. We got Rodimus Prime. We got Scorponok, Wingfinger, the New Age Bumblebee and Cliffjumper, new M52 Toys Reaper, Motormaster Overlord from Magic Square, Transmutate G2 Ramjet from the Pulse exclusives. It's been an exciting day. So anyway, have a good night. Have a good weekend. And we'll see you soon.